Fiverr have started shadow banning sellers. Or have they? Now, I got a comment the other day that said, I just can't understand Fiverr's ranking system. I don't even know. Maybe my gig is shadow banned. And honestly, this comes up a lot. Sellers hit a dry patch. Impressions drop, orders slow down, and the first thing people think is that it's Fiverr's fault and not theirs. But here's the truth. Fiverr doesn't shadow ban you. What's really happening is that something in your gig or even your profile isn't optimized or well thought out. Maybe it's the way that your title's written. Maybe your tags don't match what buyers are actually searching for. Maybe your thumbnail just blends in with everyone else's. So, in this video, like I do each week, I'm taking 4 seller accounts, and for each one, I'll show you exactly what's holding them back and how to fix it. Plus, if you're suffering with the same issues, then go ahead and sign up to have your gig roasted as well. Links in the description. Now let's get into it. Okay, first up we have Mia L, and Mia is the person who thinks her account has been shadow banned by Fiverr. So let's dive into this. Now, Mia is a Webflow developer with experience in creating high converting websites that blend design, UX, and functionality. Okay, cool. So this whole About Me section is pretty decent. That's not bad. Obviously, Mia doesn't want to show her face, so she's gone down this whole logo route, which generally is okay. I'm always under the impression that if you're a freelancer, then you should be showing your face because that's who the client is working with. They're working with you. But obviously, if you want to go down this like agency route, then using a logo is also okay. But if we scroll down to Mia's gigs, now the first thing I see is the thumbnails. And generally, the great thing about this is that yes, they are somewhat uniformed. They're all this kind of blue color, which is okay, but it doesn't connect to her logo in any way. Her logo is black and white. So why are we blue down here? I don't know. The branding is just a little bit off for me. And also another thing, what I see straight away from the thumbnails, we're overdoing it with the amount of text. So there's a bit too much text on these. And the biggest thing, just completely get rid of now. This order now, order now, order now. It's not a button. It's on your thumbnail. Why do we have this? Get rid of it. It's really not important. It's taking up space where you could potentially make the more important words bigger, okay? Another thing Mia has done is she has used stock images of different people on every single gig, and I don't get this. Like, if she used one consistent female, like stock image female across all of them, then yes, we could potentially believe that that is Mia, you know, and the majority of buyers might believe it if she doesn't want to show her face, but she's not. She's using men here as well, so keep some consistency. Either use one female stock image, like we could use this same female here, or use yourself. Take some good pictures of yourself and use yourself in the thumbnails. Now, once we click on one, so we've got 4 gigs here, $80, $50, $10, and $10. Let's click on one. Okay, I will build Webflow website design or develop Webflow landing page Figma to Webflow. Okay, this is a big issue. Now on Fiverr, regarding SEO and optimization of your gigs, the 2 biggest places that SEO is going to have any impact is going to be your title and your tags. Okay, so it basically means that whenever somebody types something into the search bar, if they're typing something in which is also in your title, you will potentially show up. But many sellers go down this route of basically cramming their title with as many keywords as possible, but their title makes no sense. And this is an issue. So it's exactly the same like YouTube. On YouTube, I still have to use kind of keywords in my title, whether it's freelancing or Fiverr, to reach the audience that I want to reach. But the title still needs to make some sense. It still needs to attract the person to click on the video. And it's exactly the same with your Fiverr account. So here, Mia's gone down the route of just using keywords and not actually having her titles make any sense. Generally, 2 to 3 keywords is plenty, but she's now including Figma, and yeah, it's a bit too much going on here. Next thing, we have 3 of the same thumbnails uploaded. I'm not too sure why this is. I have absolutely no idea. But again, this is something that I talk about a lot. Your gallery is something that you can really use to sell people. Like, you can use your gallery as a visual sales piece. Okay, so what I would have here is actually showcasing some of the websites, some of the things that I have done which are connected to this gig. And I would be careful in the way that I show them. I wouldn't just show them just like, hey, here's a PNG. No, I would go to Canva, I would create some nice branded template, and I would show them within that template. I would also introduce a PDF as well to show people exactly what I do. And that way, when potential buyers click onto this, because you have to think inside a client's perspective here, okay? They click onto your gig, okay, if they did after seeing this title. If they click onto your gig, they will see this image first, okay? They'll see your thumbnail. And then if you have a video here, they might watch the video. And then they will scroll through your gallery if you have any others. This is the first thing they're gonna do because this is the biggest part of your Fiverr gig. Then once they're happy with that, they might go over here to your packages and have a look, see, okay, design and develop one-page Webflow website with basic animations, okay, $80. Then I'm gonna scroll down. And with Mia, her descriptions are actually okay. The only thing I would change with the description is I would be a little bit more descriptive about each package. The basic package includes X, Y, and Z, whereas the standard package, you get X, Y, Z, and C. Like it has to be something extra because the packages are going up. So I would be a little bit more descriptive about the packages in my description. But in general, the descriptions are pretty strong. I like the descriptions. The thing that's lacking is the titles and this area in the gallery. I want to see previous work. And I believe this is the same across all of Mia's. Let's click on another one. Let's go here. Again, so here, I will design or develop Webflow, fix Webflow, update Webflow, edit Webflow website. It's like, how many keywords can we fit into one title? It's too much. Fix 1 to 2 bugs, minor layout. Okay, $10. But again, free thumbnails. Why free thumbnails? What is the thinking behind that? I understand 2 thumbnails if you have a video. Now, quick tip for you. If you do have a video on your gig, basically when somebody is scrolling the mobile phone on like Fiverr on their mobile, it will only show this next image. It will not show your video, okay? So that's why you would need your thumbnail uploaded again for the second time. But if you do have a video, for people who are not scrolling on mobile, then what you do is you would add your thumbnail to the last literally half a second of your video, and then you would freeze frame on your thumbnail. So people are not seeing a photo of you with your mouth half open as you're about to speak, okay? So generally, if you have a video, you need 2 thumbnails for mobile users and desktop users. However, here description is lacking. Look how small this is. I specialize in, again, think of your description a little bit like an Amazon description. When you buy something from Amazon, the description tells you exactly what you're getting. It tells you what batteries it takes. It tells you, what, I don't know, electronic kilohertz, everything, yeah? It gives you literally every single detail. Think of that like your Fiverr description. Your description needs to be telling people what it is they're going to be getting in this gig. And it needs to give them enough description so that they can just click order now. You don't want to be messaging with people. The best orders that I have are those when I get a notification and it's like, somebody has ordered this. Fantastic. I didn't even talk to this person and they've just gone ahead and ordered. Yeah, that is a great feeling. And the only way you're going to get that is if you can make your gigs as descriptive as possible so that people know exactly what they're going to be buying, okay? Fix that, Mia, and I think you'll be good to go. There is no shadow banning on Fiverr. It doesn't benefit Fiverr in any way possible. Okay, next up we have His Vicky. Okay, welcome to my Fiverr profile. I'm Vicky Tomsey. Why His Vicky? Okay, never mind. A seasoned content writer and an e-learning course developer dedicated to helping businesses thrive. With a background in startups, I've witnessed the transformative power of effective content, leveraging my expertise. Okay, nice. It's pretty good. I would say it's a lot of talk and not much proof. It's generally like a lot of yapping, but I want to know about your experience. So rather than tell me like with a background in startups, tell me who. Are these startups that we might know? Are these startups who have made multi-million dollars? give us some context to it. Don't just give us all this yapping. Give us some actual context, because that is going to sell us so much better. Especially, for example, when people have like brand names, like common, well-known brand names that they've worked with in their About Me section, it works straight away. It really does work. Okay, profile picture, pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent. A little bit strange, and not sure about the whole Vicky background style, but it's okay. Going down, I absolutely hate the thumbnails. I'm sorry, but I hate them. I like how you've uniformed them. I do like the uniformation. I hate the aspect ratio of the context. Now, this might just be my OCD on this, but I hate the fact that we have a massive gap up here, no gap at the bottom. Again, a massive gap up here. Here, the size of you is super small. We could have made you so much bigger. Like, there's just all this kind of little tweaks and touches which you could do to make this look so much better. And again, this is probably my little OCD side jumping out here. But yeah, some fixes need to be made. There's again too much context on the thumbnail. The thumbnail should have your most important parts. Okay, so for example, okay, the YouTube podcast script. Okay, cool. Like, it doesn't really make much sense. You know, YouTube script writer. Yeah, like, it just has very direct, straight to the point. People know what you're getting. But then you've got here scripts that speak, convert, and connect. SEO in a little star thing. And then we have, let's just click on this, yeah, make it bigger. And then we have SEO friendly and engaging, personalized to your brand, voice, high retention scripts. Place your order now. Again, get rid of this place your order now. Get rid of it. It doesn't need to be on your thumbnail. But look, what is going on with this big space? Get rid of this icon up here. It's absolutely stupid. Are you doing scripts or are you doing voice recordings? Like, what's going on there? Make this bigger, move this all up. Again, change this, get rid of all this SEO friendly. SEO friendly, it can stay, but just bullet point it. You know, you could have bullet point like SEO friendly, high retention scripts, and you know, you could add another point, but just keep them as points, not a block of text, okay? So that would be my biggest first thing. Are your thumbnails need a little bit of reworking. They're good. They're about like 70% there at the moment. They just need a bit of tweaking, that's all. Now, once we come onto your gig, you have completed some orders, so 23 orders complete. And to be fair, your prices are very cheap. So 3-minute script, 450 words, $10. $20 for a 10-minute script. I'm tempted just to purchase your gig and see what quality I get, because I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this is just straight out of ChatGPT, which is not a bad thing, but I kind of feel maybe that you're probably not even polishing them. Like, this is super cheap, man. This is so cheap. So yeah, very cheap. Now, another thing which you are missing. So you are a content writer. That's great, but where is your content? I don't see it. I don't see it here in your gallery. You've got nothing else apart from a thumbnail. You have this down here, so this is your portfolio. Shadow work for mothers and daughters. Okay, so as you can see, we can't even see this because it's all blurry. The quality is super low. The next one we can see, braiding and twisting masterclass, course content. Okay, cool. But I'm not looking for a course. I'm actually looking for a YouTube script right now. So what do you have in the way of YouTube scripts? Where can I see some of your YouTube scripts? You don't have any. Yeah, you don't have a portfolio. You just have this at the moment. I want to see more. In your description, I want to see what type of YouTube scripts you specialize in, because I very much doubt you specialize in everything. There are so many different types of video content for YouTube that it would be impossible for you to specialize in every single kind, okay? So, you know, maybe it's financial, maybe it's like storytelling. What is it? What is your speciality? That is something that I think you need to be putting in there as well. And also, if we go, let's go to your 10 times. I will create Kajabi online course content, e-learning video course. And again, this is super cheap, yeah? 2 modules, up to 1,000 words, $10. 5 modules, up to 5,000 words, $50. Dude, I am honestly thinking about just ordering your services and just seeing. If it's good, then maybe I will launch the course and you guys will see it on this channel. Who knows? I am tempted. Actually, I might do. After this video, I might just order your services and just just out of pure curiosity. Now, one thing here, again, thumbnail, I hate it. I hate it. Get rid of this icon, move everything up. It's like you've kind of squashed everything downwards. But then here, what is this? Why have we gone from completely different branding? Like even the fonts, the colors, I don't understand the branding difference, to be honest. I don't get why. Why would you do that? But again, portfolio, you have nothing. You're not showing me anything. And this is something I see so often. The problem with Fiverr is that there's such a low barrier to entry, yeah? Anybody can start a Fiverr account tomorrow. Yeah, it costs them absolutely nothing. And then they decide to upload their gig, and what they do is they just create a thumbnail, stick a thumbnail on, and then that's it. They call it a day. They think they're now going to get paid. Now, to be fair, his Vicky is actually doing okay. 21 orders. Okay, he's a level 1 seller. Like, not bad. Yeah, he is getting orders, but it could be so much better. And this is the thing, like, you are like 50% of the way there at the moment. And to get to that 100%, you just have to put in a little bit more effort and think exactly how a client would be thinking. That's the only difference. So make those changes, and I think you should be good to go. Now, next up, we have Angelica. And Angelica is a UGC creator. So in my wheelhouse now, she is from Germany. She speaks German and Polish. I'm Angelica, a UGC creator with over 60 successful executed UGC videos since 2023. That, Angelica, that is not something to be proud of. 60 is really not a lot. Since 2 years, it's like one every 2 weeks. It's not a lot. I would change this, yeah? You could change this, for example, with I'm Angelica, a UGC creator, having already created over, I don't know, 200 plus UGCs for big brands, etc. Yeah, something like this, yeah? But this isn't doing it for me. Specializing in authentic, high performance content that not only looks great, but also drives conversions. What sets me apart from other creators? Speed, 48-hour turnaround after receiving the product. Sales focus, every scene with a strategic hook. CTA, okay, psychology trigger. Okay, cool. I'm offering a limited time 24-hour deal, perfect for testing. Huh? What is your deal? I don't get what's the deal exactly. Okay, this is something you can remove unless you can tell us what the deal is. You're doing well. 54 feedback, 4.9 rating. Let's just see. Okay, your ratings are still very good. Yeah, only 2 4-stars. So you're doing really well. So well done. Now, coming down to your gigs, I have already looked at these, and one of the biggest problems I see straight away is that you're in only 2 categories. Okay, so we have, for example, this one here, human UGC, and you are also in, I think, is it this one? Social media videos. Now, the thing is, when you're creating video content, Fiverr has so many different categories which you can put yourself into, and this is where you need to start expanding. So another big one which I would definitely recommend you create a gig for now. I wouldn't actually, let me rephrase that. Yeah, so what you could do right now, because some of these gigs generally only have like 1 feedback, you could potentially change the category to one of these. And I would change that to video ads and commercials, because this is a really popular one. So it means that you wouldn't just be in 2 categories, but you'd now be in 3. And there are plenty more categories. So what you need to do, just go video and animation and have a look at all of these different categories that you can be in. So right now you're in social media videos, you can be in video ads and commercials, you could go into spokesperson videos if you wanted. Okay, so there are a few other categories which you can expand into. So let's click your most popular one here. Okay, German UGC videos. Let's just watch your video quick. Okay, I'm not going to sit there and listen to that because it's in German and I have absolutely no idea what you're speaking about, but that's okay. So this is nice. I'm not a massive fan of how this is edited, to be completely honest. Like, I think it could look much better, and I think at least the minimum you could do is actually add captions on your video here. That's probably the minimum you could do. But yeah, I reckon you could actually make this much better. Now, one thing I don't understand is you're speaking German in the video, your packages are all in German, but your description is in English. I don't understand that. Now, the biggest thing, and I'll give you a few little tips now, who is your normal audience? Who normally orders for you? Is it German people? Like, is your whole market German? And actually, do you know what? We will find out. let's go back to your profile. Let's go look at your reviews. So we have Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Germany, Israel, Sweden, Germany. So as you can see, many different countries around kind of Europe are ordering from you. Now, it doesn't always mean that they will understand German. Therefore, I don't know if I would make my full video in German. Yeah, so I would actually probably focus more on English because then it's a universal language and more people are going to understand. You could kind of mix, like do some English and some German, so you're actually mixing in the video, just to help with the German market if there's any Germans that don't understand English. But I don't know if I would focus on putting everything in German. I would probably have it in English. Again, nowadays you have plugins as well that will translate the whole page for you. So this is a bit confusing what you have now. German video, German packages, English description. And if we go down to your description real quick, tired of spending on ads that don't perform because the content just doesn't convert. Okay, the content just doesn't convert. Okay, remove the S. I'm Angelica, a UGC creator with over 60 successful executed UGC videos. Again, this is not a selling point. Since 2023, like, it's 60 is too little. It really is too little. Okay, maybe fake it a little bit, say 100 plus. Okay, nobody needs to know that it's only been on Fiverr. Specialize in authentic, high performance content that not only looks great but also drives conversions. What sets me apart from other creators? Speed, 48-hour turnaround after receiving product. Yeah, cool. Every scene with strategic hook. Good. Innovative 24-hour deal. I'm offering a limited. What is this? I don't get this. I don't get that. Like, what is it? Now, I specialize in dog products. Here, I think what you could do, I like what you're doing here. You're actually telling people exactly what you've got. You've got a Pomeranian, and he's 4 years old. But the whole context, okay, like, I specialize in dog products. So Pomeranian, 4 years old. I just feel like we could make the sentence better. Like, I have. Sorry, it's just like the grammar side, yeah? Like, I have a Pomeranian who's 4 years old. You know, we love gadgets, food, toys. You know, give a little bit of your personality in that. Home and interior, even with the Pomeranian, you could probably have a photo with the Pomeranian in your thumbnail as well. Okay, garden, vlogs, and routines. This, I feel like the description is lacking a little bit. I think you could expand this a little bit more. Whether that is basically kind of telling people the difference between the packages, or maybe offering optional extras and telling people what extras you can provide. So right now, also when you look at your packages, I notice a few of your gigs, you've set the basic as $30, but you're offering a photo. Just don't. I don't get it. Why? Your whole gig is around video, so why would you offer a photo? It makes no sense. Generally, why not package your gigs exactly like everybody else is doing, like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Like here you've got 10 to 15 seconds, and then you've got 20 to 30 seconds. So like, my question is here, yeah, if somebody has, I don't know, an 18-second script, are they paying $110 or are they paying $140? So your packages are a bit strange. What about if somebody has a 60-second video? Yeah, so 15, 30, and 60 is the most common format for this. Let's have a little look at your other things, because there's a couple of other things I want to point out. Let's go for this one, another UGC one. See the video. So you have reused the exact same video, is that correct? You've just reused it and give it a different thumbnail background. Not good enough. I'm really sorry, but it's not good enough. You need to, I think you've basically just made, okay, so you've made this one, but in English and not German. But then on this one, you're speaking German in the video, but your packages are in English and your description's in English. Your description is a bit better for this. Hit down here, these keywords, there's no point, completely useless. You don't need them there. Okay, let's just take another look at another one, because I'm really confused now. Now we have UGC.
Du suchst nach einem UGC-Creator, der Rohmaterial für dein Produkt erstellt? Dann bin ich genau die Richtige für deine.
Okay, so this is much better, yeah? So it's actually showing people what you're doing. This is so much stronger than you sitting there to the camera, okay? But again, we have now over here, we have in German. The packages are a bit strange, but then we have the description. I'm confused. I'm so confused here. All right, so forget about that. Now, another thing, what I would do if I was you, number one, you need to put a little bit more effort into this. Right now, this is nice, okay? Like, I like what you're doing here, and this is exactly what you should be doing. So if I show you exactly what I've done as well, so on my gigs, yeah, I have the thumbnail, I have the video, and then I have like this, like meet the creator. Yeah, meet the creator, purely visual perspective, all right? Not too much text, really is to hook them with the visuals. Then, of course, because I offer video content, clients want to see what backgrounds I have. So we have backgrounds because it's the most important. And then we go to a PDF and it basically explains, like in quite a visual way. I try to reduce the text as much as possible, but in a visual way, exactly what we offer. Okay. So this is something that you could implement as well. And I think that it would help a lot. I do think like the thumbnails, like this thumbnail here, I don't like it. And you need to kind of figure out your branding and thumbnails, because over here we have the bright orange. Over here we have like different colors and that. There's a lot going on. I feel like it's kind of all over the place and nothing is really in the correct direction. Quick tip for you as well, Angelica, because obviously my partner, Joanna, she's on Fiverr. She's Polish. She does a lot of her content in Polish, but some of it is in English. Probably it's like a 70-30 split, to be honest. And she gets more work outside of Fiverr on the Polish market than on Fiverr. And she does that basically through Facebook forums and Facebook groups that she basically just applies to. So you'll probably have quite a few of these in Germany as well. You'll have like UGC Facebook groups, and you can just like send your portfolio. And to be honest, she's worked with some really big brands, like really big brands here in Poland, which she wouldn't have done through Fiverr. So a few quick tips there, but generally I think you just have to kind of sort stuff out a little bit. Okay, and last we have AI Underdogs. Another the German. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. But we have another German. So, not sure. Okay, his name is Mark, a computer science pro with a decade in the game. Holding a master's degree in computer science, I'm your go-to guy for Fiverr services in AI solutions and website building. Cool. Like it. Love this name, AI Underdogs. Really like it. It's a shame you didn't think about this for your username, but never mind. Picture, fantastic. All good. Okay, coming down to your services. First thing that stands out to me, which I don't like, is the fact that you've uniformed your thumbnails, but they are perhaps a little bit too uniformed. Like for me, they all look exactly the same. The only thing that's really changed is the writing. Other than that, they all have exactly the same concept. Now, to change this up, what I'd probably do is like add some logos or maybe just change the background slightly. I would keep the same background, but I would put like some kind of faded image into the background, which connects with the gig. So for example, up here, custom websites. Here, I would put like a faded image. So let's have a look. Into the blue, I would have a faded image of like websites or something like that, just to create a small bit of difference. But generally, the thumbnails are good. They're very clean, and yeah, they're nice, but maybe just a little bit too similar to each other. Now, one thing I did notice was the fact that you're doing AI video art, custom websites, image generation, 3D animated explainers, music visualization, and help and consultations. Now, this is cool, and I understand you're the AI underdog, so basically you deal with everything AI services. That's cool, but I kind of feel like you're going maybe in a few too many ways. Even though these are all connected to AI in some way, like custom websites isn't, but they're all connected to AI in some way. I just feel like you're going in all of these different ways, and I don't really know what it is you're good at. So, like what we'll do just to see what it is you're good at, let's have a look at where your audience is. Let's go to most recent, and let's just see here who is ordering from you. Yeah, what gigs are ordering. So we have AI video art, 3D, AI again, video art, help and consultation, video art, show more, video art, video art, video art, video art, custom website, video art, video art, video art. So we can basically see that actually video art is your top seller. Yes, I think we can all agree with that. Therefore, maybe what I would do is I would branch down this route of more AI video art. Now we have also like AI UGC people. So maybe I would branch down this route of like AI video content. You know, I might not go down the route of custom websites, etc. So if we have a look here, let's just look at it.
You want someone who gets the job done.
Okay, so actually, as you can see, this video is really good, yeah? This is fantastic. And to be honest, I feel like one thing I would do with this video, it is very much all about one theme and one concept. I would mix it up. I would have like 10 to 15 seconds of this one concept, like this dark concept, and then I would mix it up to another concept for 10 to 15 seconds, and then maybe another concept for 10 to 15 seconds to show people in your intro video exactly what you're capable of and the kind of different variety of themes that you can do. Other than that, this is all pretty good. I like the so this is good. This is obviously your bestseller. This is what you're doing great at. You're charging a decent amount of money. I honestly feel that it's just a case that you're going in many different directions and you should maybe focus more on one specific thing. Like normally what I would say is that you don't need to specifically niche down. Okay, so you niche, but then you have your umbrella. And then you can introduce other gigs under that umbrella. So for you, you've kind of introduced the different AI stuff. And that's okay. But again, then you went to custom websites, help and consulting. These are outside of the umbrella, you know? So I probably wouldn't do this. And I would really push down and brand yourself as the AI expert with all things AI. Also, I would develop yourself a portfolio. And the portfolio, what I would do is have it in your description. So develop yourself a good portfolio. You already build custom framer websites, so build yourself a portfolio. You might have one, yeah, you've got one down here, but generally an external portfolio will always make you look so much more professional. Other than that, you're doing pretty well. You're doing well. All right, so there we have it. 4 different Fiverr sellers who are all doing something completely different and no shadow banning going on at all. Generally, every single Fiverr seller can fix something, and all you have to do is really put yourself in the mind of a client, and then you'll understand exactly what fixes that you need to make. It's really that simple. But if you do still need help, then why not think about joining the 14-day Accelerator program? Links in the description. We'll work together for 14 days, one-on-one, to take your Fiverr gigs and Fiverr profile to the next level. Otherwise, if you do want to sign up for a gig audit exactly like this, then links in the description and you could see your Fiverr profile in the next video.